So again, broadly speaking, with regard to the US, in line with their more holistic view, right, of applications, and with it, I should probably go out and say, sticking my neck out here, that many Canadian universities operate on the same policy here, under the same policy, although there's probably going to be one or two exceptions, like Toronto, for example, and especially if we're talking about cases where, again, we're looking at very hotly sort of selective courses or programs, maybe with, say, like computer science, for example, in mind, or physics or engineering. Again, there, a certain university might be particularly explicit. You must have a certain grade, you know, in an AP, in an IB, what have you. Okay. But on the whole, in general, again, talking in broad stroke here, US and with it, many Canadian universities are actually going to be rather flexible here. How flexible? Well, it kind of depends, but half flippantly, I oftentimes say, just get over the line, just pass. And more than likely, you're going to be okay. I think on a more seriously, what I would say is, so long as there's not a major gap. I know that's kind of subjective, sort of what that means exactly. But say, for example, you're predicted a 39 and you get even a 34, right, or a 33. In most cases, certainly based on my experience, even including the very top universities across the US, those universities are going to be perfectly okay with that, right? We'll get back to maybe one or two sort of maybe secondary consequences, right? That you have to keep in mind, especially with the US, in that, okay, well, maybe Harvard has accepted me, right? Even though I didn't get a 39, 40 plus. However, because my higher levels maybe were especially low, that will have or could very much have an impact, a negative one, when it comes time to Harvard looking, again, this is any university, let's just say Harvard here as an example, what they might ultimately determine you can or cannot take from the IB and apply towards university or college credit, right? It's kind of complicated. Again, if we wanted to go into further detail on that point, I'm very happy to do that in the Q&A. But just with the main focus here being on, hey, I have a result. Maybe it's not the one I expected. Am I going to get in? Most American universities are going to say, sure. Okay.